You smell nice. All right.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project, you live as a champ. A last ride, straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the Wrestling with Savage Weekly Update, AEW. But first and foremost, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Hopefully you enjoyed it with someone you love and you had a good time. Yesterday, we did the weekly update with WWE. There was a lot to cover. Always a lot to cover with WWE, especially with WrestleMania being so close. Make sure you watch it if you did it. Tonight, we're doing the weekly update for AEW, and the Young Bucks were there. Samoa Joe was there. Sting was not. And that's because of the Young Bucks. Let's be honest. That's definitely because of the Young Bucks. Unfortunately, the Young Bucks got themselves in a bit of a situation that they might not be able to get out of. They challenged Sting and Darby Allin to the titles, but they're using that EVP bullshit to their advantage, saying that they could pull some strings, this and that. We got a rival coming up next Friday. It's going to be a big night. Make sure you're there to watch it. If you don't know what a rival is, that's because it's the first show that they're ever doing. It's going to be the debut. I will be there. Jay will be there. He's rocking he's rocking the Young Bucks shirt tonight. So obviously,
man, and my Valentine.
That your Valentine tonight? Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to you and your wife. I
Yes,
let everybody
a
know
little
that
late.
right away.
No, it's Valentine's Day, so you know how it is.
Yeah. Yesterday we did the WWE. Tonight, AEW. Arrival next Friday. Spencer Slade with Savage in action. Make sure you're there.
This is great.
Also, Evil Intent on Sunday. You can watch live from the Premier Streaming Network, and we're going to have Snitsky on the show
It'll be amazing.
next Wednesday night to talk about Evil Intent, to talk about why he hit Alpha Jr. with that steel chair, and much more. We'll get into Snitsky's career, and of course, we'll talk about AEW. Tonight's episode was brought to you by Ric Flair and Woo Energy, and tonight's episode of Wrestling with Savage is brought to you by Pro Wrestling Tees. Go support Savage, pick up a shirt for the wrestling universe. Recently, Rob Van Dam was there, where you can meet legends. My son got to meet him and his wife. My son had a pretty good experience, VIP package, I guess you could say.
Experience.
Yeah, he had the the super VIP package.
Valentine's Day, Nicholas.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Me and Rob chilling all day long. Definitely, Sting. What's the right word to use without incriminating myself?
No, I'm trying to get the eyebrow. I don't know what you're trying to say.
We were staying very positive all day long. Very positive. You know what I mean? As positive as you can get. We stayed. Me and Rob over there. ECW legends like Raven. Dude, Sandman. All right. Sabu. Look at this guy. Why is Lewis there? Steve Carino. And apparently Lewis was an ECW legend. Apparently.
Looked like he had a good time.
There's my boy DNA outside doing a little interview with Rob Van Dam for his channel. Make sure you meet Rikishi this Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. I'll be at the Wrestling Universe to... I'm going to talk to Rikishi. I got some questions for Rikishi. We've been talking a lot about the bloodline and, all these Samoans. And who better to ask than one of the prime members of the Samoan dynasty?
I would ask about Jacob Fatu.
What question do you want me to ask him? You want to ask about Jacob
Fatu? Like, what's going on? He's a free agent. What's going on? What is he doing?
He's a free agent.
If
you're a fan of the Mets, you can meet Howard Johnson, February 25th.
Why are you not famous?
We have Mick Foley. March 17th. Chuck Palumbo, March 17th.
Jeez.
And then, of course, we have WrestleCon coming up in Philadelphia, WrestleMania weekend. Savage Kingdom Promotions, Puppet Master Promotions. We're bringing you the House of Heathens, Teal Piper, and Demios. Come by and pick up your VIP in Piper's Purgatory. And yes, that is Roddy Piper's daughter. So if you have anything from the Hot Rod, you can have her sign it because she's in his bloodline. And I'll be personally escorting Mr. Marty Jannetty from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to WrestleMania. We're bringing Marty to WrestleMania. You hear that, Sean? You hear that, Heartbreak Dick? You hear that? We're coming for you, Sean. It's time for you to go through a window.
Ooh.
Payback's going to be a bitch.
Some harsh words tonight, man.
Damn. Tony Gurria? Nah, I love Sean. I'm not going to put him through a window. Marty might, though. Stan Hansen. Look at this shit. Legends at the Wrestling Universe. You can always meet legends at the Wrestling Universe. I guess we'll do some breaking news real quick. Deonna Purrazzo openly rejects Mariah May's romantic advances on Valentine's Day. Jay, did you hear about this? And
Sounds silly. No,
sounds silly? Why? Mariah May
I didn't hear
probably.
about it. If it was real, I heard about it.
You did hear about it, so it did happen.
I heard really breaking news in the world, but not this crap.
What did you hear?
I heard about the Kansas City parade being a shootout. That's what I heard.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that too. That was a little
crazy.
wild over there. But I heard that citizens saved the day.
Yeah, but at what cost? I mean, a couple people in critical condition.
I don't know what the cost was, but I know that AEW drops a sneak preview of Sting's The Eras episode.
What the hell is that?
Basically, it's going to give you a peek into Sting's career from like his younger days as the iconic surfboard Stinger, Wolfpack Sting, because there was a lot of varieties of Sting, TNA Sting.
Everybody swear like he had the greatest matches in the world. I don't think he had all great matches.
Well, that's neither here or there. Darby Allin aims to be the face of AEW after he conquers Mount Everest. Now, Jay, we talked about this a few weeks ago. I think I had taught you. I said I could see Darby, if he steps his game up, there's no reason why he couldn't be a world champion in AEW. He certainly has the fans.
You know what it is? I think in Tony Khan's creative mind, like an AEW champion can't be Darby Allin's size, if that makes sense.
What's going on, Bake Fresh? Hopefully you're still here. Darby Allin, size, I don't think size matters with him.
He doesn't have muscle mass. He doesn't have a look. He's short.
No, he has a look, and he has a character. His character is that he's very
AEW World Championship. Okay,
he's very hard to put down. Yeah,
it is it's a prestige belt that's been held by the greats such as Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, MJF. And now we got some more Joe.
Oh, and how about Hangman Adam Page, one of the greats, right?
No, I didn't say he was one of the greats.
You said the title was held by one of the greats.
Great. Chris Jericho. First ever to do it, right?
It's also been held by Hangman Adam Page, so that means you're thinking he's great too.
Well, Hangnail didn't last long, but MJF held it for
long. He was champion long enough.
All I'm saying is, my whole point is, what I'm saying is, these guys look like serious kick your ass champions. I can't take this guy champion. I can't.
No, I'm telling you right now, my money is that
they're more Joe and he gets a victory off.
Yeah, that's great and dandy, Jay. But I see the trends and I see the motions, and they're gonna make him champion.
No, they didn't. They would have done it 4 years ago.
No,
4 years.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it now after Sting retires.
No.
Yes.
See.
Bryan Danielson really wants Okada to choose AEW over WWE.
Yeah, I don't know if you like that. Do you agree with that, Savage?
I think he'd be better fitted in WWE right now just because of how hot they are. And there's stories to tell in WWE. And you have a bigger stage to tell your story. I think that's the question Okada needs to ask himself. What stage does he want to tell his story on? Does he want to tell it on AEW stage that's like half empty by 11 o'clock at night? Or does he want to tell it on WWE's platinum stage right now with their access to the world? And who can turn you into a bigger star? AEW for WWE. Because last time I checked, the last guy that went from AEW to WWE, or one of the last guys, he's doing pretty good right now, isn't he, Jay?
Yeah, so is she.
Few of them are.
Both doing
RVD expresses interest and desire to be Mick Foley's last opponent in the hardcore retirement match. What are your thoughts on that, Jay?
No, I don't like that. I don't think RVD is fit for those type of matches. Everybody's going to give me crap. Oh, but you didn't see those EDW matches? That's completely different. Hardcore matches for Mick Foley is like real Texas death matches, not no hardcore blah, blah, blah. I don't see it. I think there's other opponents out there, Savage, that'd be a better fit for Mick Foley.
I mean, I don't mind the RVD match, but I think they've, haven't they fought before?
These guys?
Yeah.
Probably back in the Ruthless Aggression era, no?
I think they've had
They
matches.
had that hardcore belt.
I'd rather see, maybe, kind of Matt Cardona.
Listen, it's not a shot against both guys. I'm just saying I don't see him as that opponent for Mick Foley.
You know who would make a perfect opponent for Foley right now? Nick Gage.
You see that I would like, but will it happen? No.
Or how about Mr. Briscoe?
I don't know, Savage.
He's used to those kind of matches. Tony Khan refuses to address the Vince McMahon trafficking allegations. Probably the smartest thing he's ever going to do, and I'm not going to touch that either. Jamie Hayter's AEW in-ring return is uncertain. Her injury, I think, is a little more serious.
No, I think there's other people behind this. I think they just want us to believe that. I don't believe it whatsoever. She was supposed to come back like November, December. Look at Britt Baker. All I see her, you know what I see her doing, Savage? I see her going to movie premieres. I see her hanging out with WWE stars. I don't think they have a plan for it, and I really think TK feels a way about Britt taking a shot, if you recall on Twitter, that she was like, wow, Britt Baker's promo time for the year is 0. All these other people got a bunch of minutes. I think that's a personal shot. I think it's offensive, and she's her friend, so it makes sense they're not on TV.
Ricky Starks claims Adam Copeland looked stupid for his controversial promo. Do you agree with Ricky Starks, Jay?
Which one was this? Because there was a lot of
I think he was talking about his promo from Collision.
He's done a lot of stupid promos, but if I remember this, which I think I do, I think Adam took it a little too seriously, if you were to say that. But, I mean, if you're a 20-year vet, I guess I could see why he took it like that, but I don't think it's supposed to be. I think he took it a little too serious.
I've been hearing a lot of different rumblings about Adam Copeland in AEW lately, that he's not getting along with some of the talent. Some of the talent ain't getting along with him.
Oh, see?
I guess we'll have to see what's going to happen with that story. We're getting to Rampage real quick. Okay, you had the Undisputed Kingdom defeating Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Rocky Romero. I guess that explains why we had the main event we had tonight.
And wait, hold on. Rocky Romero is now the vice president of AEW, by the way.
All right, nobody cares.
Oh, you wanted breaking news. There it is.
Rocky Romero, they made him the vice president of AEW.
Look it up.
As of when? Just now?
I don't know when, but it's official. It's official.
Okay.
I'll look it up for you. I'll look it up.
No, it's all right. You had the Young Bucks in action. And, of course, they're going to win their matchup. I don't even remember who the hell they took on because I wasn't watching this crap. Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander versus Saraya and Ruby Soho. And Willow and Chris would pick up the win. Again, we're just burying superstars like Ruby Soho and Saraya. What are we doing here?
I don't know. I feel
on
bad.
A Rampage, too. Matt Sydal took on Mystical, and Mystical picked up the win. Here's some shots from all the action throughout the night. Did you watch Rampage, Jay?
No, I did not. Now I know why.
That's like 10 weeks of no's that I've been getting from you.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. No, I don't care if you watch this shit.
It doesn't look good.
No, I refuse to watch wrestling on Friday night after 10 o'clock. Like, are you kidding me? You kidding me? We'll move on to AEW Collision over here.
So
here's the results.
I saw Collision. That I did. But the rumor is Rocky Romero is a VP, but they're not saying what he is. But he is in the front office, and he's responsible, Savage. Now that you have this slide up to bring in these two goofs to AEW.
All right, well, what'd you think about this matchup right here, Jay?
I mean, listen, the crowd was silent. You know why they're silent? Because they don't know Star Jr. and they don't know the other guy. And a lot of people do a hippity-doo flop shit. We see it all the time. Every Wednesday, every Friday, every Saturday, every premium live event. I mean, I didn't like the match, Savage. I didn't think it did any purpose. What was the purpose?
Okay, and how about this match right here? Daniel Garcia defeating Shane Taylor.
I don't know. I thought Shane Taylor's last match he had the week before was better than this. I think he was a little off, especially when Garcia was trying to do submission moves on him. I don't think he knew how to position himself. I get what they're doing with Garcia, but once again, no character. I can't get behind this guy.
How long did they let him go? How many minutes did they get?
What, this match?
Yeah.
Probably like 8-10.
Okay. And how about this match? Mark Briscoe taking on Brody King. Of course, Brody King, obvious winner right there, right?
Yeah, this match was pretty good. And you know, it's because of Mark Briscoe. He just has some character in him, and you know, everything he's been through the last 2 years. I mean, why can I not get behind this guy? But it was a good match. I enjoyed it, and I expected Brody King to win. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so did I. No surprise there. Deanna in action, and she's taking on Kiera Hogan.
Yeah.
Deanna picking up the win. Was this match better than this match?
This is not one of her best matches, but even the least match is good, and it was good. But I blame Hogan for this though.
The Tony Storm match was better.
Yes, this one was better, and I think Amanada is coming along real quick.
They're giving her a lot of TV time, so they're definitely
a lot of time. This had definitely more minutes than Garcia.
Okay,
10 times.
So they have been giving her a lot of TV time lately.
They have a lot of confidence in her,
and they're putting her in the ring with a lot of big stars. I mean, Tony Storm's the women's world champion. Doesn't get much bigger than that.
Serena Deeb.
Yeah. And we had Orange Cassidy taking on Ishii. What'd you think about this matchup? Orange Cassidy picking up yet another win.
He got another win. I mean, well expected, but I don't know. Ishii, not for me. Okay. Not for me.
We're going to hear from Adam Copeland. I'm assuming this is the promo. What was he babbling about in this promo that Ricky Starks got so mad about?
Well, he came out. He says, I'm not done. I want what is it, Christian Cage? Then all of a sudden Garcia music hits, comes out. He's like, no, I respect you, blah, blah, blah. But it's me that want the shot. And let's duke it out this Wednesday to see who gets Christian Cage. Starks gets mad over anything, to be honest. I could care less. I know Copeland took some shots backstage, but maybe it's true, man.
Hey, let me ask you, what happened to the ranking system? Didn't they say they were bringing it back? I haven't.
It is back, according to AEW. It is.
Where is it, though? Where is it on the website?
You can't even look, these guys you have on the slide, you can't even put them in the ranking system. They don't belong here.
These are just some shots from Collision right here. What was your favorite match of the night?
None. I just think and let me tell you something, Savage. Everybody wants to say I'm taking shots. For the last 3 weeks, it's all been about Daniel Garcia. I'm kind of getting over it. Like, come on. How many times you got to shove this kid down my face? We've been seeing it going back for FTR. Now he's single. Now it's a 6-man. Now he's single. Come on, man. Like, I'm still not going to get behind this.
That Briscoe match looked like it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good match. That was a really good match.
So, Deanna making quick work.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not going to win.
Of course, Queen Aminata actually putting up a fight.
This was good. That was a good match. That was a good counter move match. This started slow. It picked up at the end, but Savage is not for me. It's not for me.
Well, that's how it ended, right? They hit him with a power driver. Yeah, and look, you can see his head right there coming through the bottom, man. That's like so unsafe.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing, man. I mean, are you surprised?
Well, I wouldn't say that. He's still wrestling every week, and he's getting wins.
Look what happened to Jade Cargill. We had to train her for 6 months. We couldn't even put her on TV. What does that tell you?
We're getting to Dynamite. Dynamite tonight started off with Dax Hardwood versus John Moxley. And I actually liked this match. There was one part of the match that I wasn't a fan of, and that's when there was a transition into a sharpshooter, and like Moxley, I guess, rolled maybe too much or laid down the wrong way, and then he gave his feet to Dax, and that like killed the whole kind of vibe for me at that point. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, I did. I think for me, it was a good match, but I just don't like when Moxley thinks he's God and he doesn't like sell for people at certain spots. Like, I get it. You're mad. You got this adrenaline, but he did it a few times here. And dude, you're not God. Like, let's just have a normal match and cut the outlaw shit. And let's just get right into it.
Besides that spot, it was a great freaking match. They actually did a lot of wrestling.
It was a good opener.
A good opener. Moxley, like you said, they're making him look like a god, though. He's out here just making this guy pass out.
It's every match. It's every match.
You know what it is, though? They have to make him look like a god because his counterparts, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, are presented like gods. You got to imagine, Jay. You got to imagine, if you're Moxley, you might not admit it. You probably don't even talk about it. But deep, deep down in that gut of yours, when you see how they're treating Roman Reigns, when you see how they're treating Seth Rollins, and how over these guys are, you can't think it doesn't get to him just a little bit.
Well, he didn't do business properly. And you know what happens when you don't do business properly? You get grumpy. You get upset, you blame management instead of blaming yourself. And that's what happened.
He could be headlining WrestleMania along with Seth and Roman right now, but instead he's on the floor making tag team specialists pass out.
No, he's having instead of having main event matches making millions of dollars,
he's opening Dynamite.
He's having indie matches with anybody, no matter who it is. And forget this match. Just go back to the last 6-7 matches he had. It's all indie crap.
Well, you know what, though?
Who the hell is Star Jr.? Who's Star Jr.?
He'll probably tell you, though, that he's happy. If this is what makes him happy, truly, then you know what? More power to him, man. I don't buy it, but maybe it's true.
You know what? And I personally feel like, I know they said they're brothers. They always keep in contact. I personally feel like they haven't been in contact like the last.
Probably not at all. No. But who are we? We don't know. We're not part of the Shield clique.
I'm saying
the Shield is the Shield, regardless of what Don Moxley ever does. Dean Ambrose will live forever as a member of the Shield. It's true, though.
He's being watched.
It's true.
He's being watched out.
Well, anyway, Dax's teammate would come out and end up beating the shit out of Moxley a little bit because Moxley wasn't letting go of that submission. And we'll move into this promo where Don Callis made a statement that I agree with. In my opinion, you put the strap on Takeshita. In my opinion, you let Hobbs run absolute wild and terrorize the entire company. My man should be carrying around multiple titles. Hobbs is the type of competitor that you could make him the tag team champions by himself. That's how big and powerful this man is.
Hobbs is the guy that needs to leave.
Takeshita is the alpha, and if I'm Tony Khan, I'm booking Takeshita. This kid is money in the ring, money, and if he doesn't get his run here, he needs to go to WWE. Because WWE, I could see him. He's younger than Shinsuke Nakamura. He's better than Shinsuke Nakamura. I could just see him thriving in WWE.
Does it make any sense to you? This whole segment.
What's up, Dan? Don the Barber, how you doing? It only made sense to me in the fact that, Don Callis and them, they need some TV time on Dynamite. They usually tend to be thrown on Collision and Rampage.
So look what they're telling us. 3 heels come out. Takeshita's going to have the alpha, you call him. Takeshita's going to have a match with one of the Don Callis family and Will Ospreay. What do you think they're doing there?
They're setting something up, but one thing I do not like.
They are repositioning Will Ospreay probably to be one of the biggest baby faces to MJF comes back.
Yeah,
That's what it
probably.
is.
Well, they need it. Without MJF,
That's what it is.
let's be honest. Without MJF, AEW feels dry.
And who would be that next person to fill in the shoes? Well, let's reposition Ospreay instead of being a heel of the Don Callis, being a babyface.
How did you feel about the fact that Don Callis basically said that Takeshita is the best wrestler and kind of like, in a way, putting down Hobbs a little
It
bit?
goes, look, I'm not going to believe that humble jumble crap, but it goes to prove my point even further. Exactly. How do you feel? You just asked that question. It proves my point even further. They're going to make Will Ospreay one of the biggest baby faces in the men's division. And you know what? They need it because they got somebody that can't even walk for God.
But I feel like they're setting Hobbs up for that as well with a comment like that. Like that's planting a seed to say this favoritism here. Don Callis is picking Takeshita over Hobbs.
He said Takeshita. Why did he say Takeshita over Hobbs? Ring skills. Let's face it. I'm not a fan of both, but Takesha's more in-ring work is better than Hobbs.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hobbs is a different kind of an animal.
So who could go 15 minutes with Ospreay? Hobbs or Takeshita?
Takeshita. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and see how that story progresses. Here's another monster. And we have Wardlow in the ring. They're treating him like a monster. I like this move off the top rope. This knee to the face. This was innovative. It was nice.
A good move. But I hated the music when he came out.
What's the point, though? What's the point, though? I mean, he's beating up nobodies.
And how the hell Adam Cole got in the ring so there? Like, hello?
I don't even know, man.
He's already sitting down.
I don't know what they're doing with Wardlow. I don't know what they're doing with Hangman Adam Page. It feels like they're playing a game of let's delay this as long as we can.
How is Wardlow going to go for... By the time Wardlow goes for the title, MJF is going to come back. It's like, we don't need you now.
Well, that's not necessarily true. We have to get through Revolution. After Revolution, I could see Wardlow and Hangman... not Hangman. I'm sorry. Adam Cole, okay? I'm going to just start calling him Wheelchair. Wardlow and Wheelchair are going to have a feud with Samoa Joe. And I could see possibly, them actually somehow getting the title off of him and putting it on Wardlow. Right now, we don't need a long reign from Joe. We just don't. I love Joe, and he is a deserving champion. And if he was champion for 10 years, I'd respect it. But we don't need it. What we need is new stars. Joe is in a position right now to put someone over in a big way right away. I'm not saying he can't get the title back, but you dropping the title to somebody like Wardlow right now, you reposition the company to have another star. That's how I would do it. Swerve and Hangman ain't winning that title. Joe's not losing to them two. Unfortunately, they're going to make Hangman and Swerve fight like 10 more times, which we'll get into that. We see a little shot of the Bucks. We're going to hear from them later. Now it's time for Adam Copeland versus Daniel Garcia. And Jay, I'll let you take this one because honestly, I wasn't impressed. I didn't see anything. The best part of this match was when it ended. And then Christian came out with a patriarchy and they're beating the hell out of Daniel Garcia. And then, of course, Edge, not going to stand for that. He gets in with the equalizer, the steel chair, goes to work, gets them out of the ring. But then we get the low blow.
I'm going to go to the match real quick. I'm going to agree with you 100%. It didn't do nothing for me. And I think it's Garcia and his character. Like, I don't do this. I don't mind
that, but it's got to be the right time.
Dragon Sleeper he did off the top rope looks sloppy. I just didn't like this match. I get what Copeland's trying to do, but Garcia ain't it. Now, going back to this ending right here, which I agree with you. I liked it. I thought it was the best thing of the match. What are they trying to do here? Because listen, we have to be careful now. The way this looked to me, two ways. One, this looked like another triple threat. I can't have another triple threat on a pay-per-view. Let's just face it. I can't do 2 and 2. Or is this a way to write Adam Copeland out and put Garcia in there?
I hope this doesn't lead to a tag team match of Garcia and Copeland versus...
It looked like Garcia was just going to take the spot. Like, okay, Copeland's out. Now I'm going to fight Cage at Revolution. That's what it looked like. But it could look another way, too. Like you said, Copeland's going to come and get Garcia. Maybe they'll team up and they'll have a triple threat. But we can't have that, right? Two triple threats?
I don't want that.
I don't want two triple
And we
threats.
don't need Edge and Christian anymore.
And we don't need a triple threat.
And this is all predictable because what's going to happen is they're going to hate each other, and then eventually they're just going to be like, they're going to hug it out, and then we get Edge and Christian the tag team back.
It's not gonna be anytime soon, buddy.
I think it's going to happen this year, and the reason why I think it's going to happen this year, because I think the Dudley boys are going to come back, work a program with the Acclaim during the summertime, and then that's going to set up Dudley's, Hardy's, Edge and Christian, AEW TLC.
Thought they had a WWE contract.
Who?
Dudley's, one of them.
They can still work anywhere they want. Devon, I think Devon just signed up 1 year, and his shit's up in like May.
Listen, no offense, Bully could work anywhere, but I think this is just a little beneath him. Like, I don't think you need to come here.
I don't think we need it, but I still think we're gonna get it. Money talks and bullshit walks, and now we're gonna hear from Samoa Joe, Hangman, Adam Page, and Swerve Strickland.
Yes.
Now, I'll get to Swerve on this one because I thought he had the most to say out of anybody. He came out and cut a pretty heartfelt promo about 15 years in the business, and that he's been waiting for the day that he could say that he's basically the best in the business, or one of the best in the business, and he wants to go down as one of the greatest of all time. What did you think of the promo, and do you think he's got a shot to take that title off of Joe?
I think he should have been a little more aggressive if it was me, especially when you're cutting a promo like that. Now, people are gonna say, "Well, he was aggressive at the end," but you need to do it from the start. It was good, but I don't think it was great. And then Paige comes out, and I think the whole vibe was boo because he just killed it. And when he spoke, Savage, I'm gonna be honest, I thought he made no sense whatsoever. He repeated the same stuff to me. He's not Savage. I hate this guy because of what he's doing. It's like, I feel like if I tell you to go out there and do a 2-minute promo, Savage, and I tell you to do it every day for 5 days, you're going to give me for those 5 days every different promo, and you're going to use every different word and every different intensity and facials. I feel like this guy just gives me the same crap. And if I tell him, go out there and speak between you and Swerve and give your take on why you should be that number one contender, well, I'm going to say it's because Swerve, you're not worth my time, man. Okay, we got it the first time. Let's try something new here. You see, with Swerve, it wasn't great. It was good. He didn't deliver it properly. I thought he should have been more aggressive, but he spoke new things. And that's what I'm trying to say. This guy, when it comes to promos, he's not great. And that's in Page.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that one tonight. I thought Hangman fell flat tonight, very hard. Swerve definitely could have been a little more aggressive, but still made his point very clear.
He did.
And I thought he came out looking the best from everybody. Hangman, truth be told, I'll be honest with you. When Hangman was out there, I barely paid attention to him.
But I'm not going to lie. You also said Swerve, Samoa Joe, too, at the end.
Joe's Joe.
Joe at the end took it. Like
Joe's a pro. Joe's a pro. Joe, I don't think can do any wrong, whether it's in the ring or on the promo.
I don't know.
What'd you think about this Tony Storm spot here where she was talking about her former friend or her girlie that she took on and basically taught her everything she knows, showed her Tony Storm's ways? What do you think about this work here with Tony Storm?
I don't know if the tattoos are work or it's real. But if it's real, like, what the hell? I mean, I thought it was great TV. And I thought the tattoo was awesome. Now, if it's legit, I don't know. But we'll see.
What's going on, Kay? How you doing,
What's
brother?
going on, Caleb, yeah.
Caleb. We got Deanna now having a little promo. Tony had her time, and Deanna's reacting to this shit.
Good too. It was short.
To me, Deanna's been money every moment she's gotten a chance to be on TV so far, thus far. I haven't seen a bad Deanna segment yet.
There is,
and that's a good sign because she just got here, and she's killing it every chance she gets.
I don't know how WWE let this woman walk.
I definitely would have snatched that up real quick.
They were training her so well.
All right, now we're going to get into this match, Jay, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot to say about the AEW EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson taking on Top Flight. I actually really like this match, Jay. I thought this match did a good job of demonstrating. Let me just get this out. I thought this match did a good job of demonstrating the new Young Bucks and how they're a little more refined, and the evolution of the Young Bucks. So, you go ahead. You're wearing the shirt. You must have something positive to say.
I thought it was a decent match, as in moments. But I would love to talk about the end, because the end was, Tony Schiavone being herbed. I love that. But the end was doing it for me when Darby Allin came out. Spoke some words to the Bucks. Those were true harsh words. I could get up behind a guy like that. But the Bucks are once again showing how well are they doing with their characters. They're putting you call us EVPs. Tony, you got to pay $1,000 fine. We're about to EVP trigger you until this guy comes out.
How about the innovative offense tonight, too? Nice low blow and that fake into the DDT.
I'm telling you, with their characters they're doing, especially when they heard Darby, their facials, everything, I mean, they're nailing it. I think this is probably their best work they have done in a long time.
Do you think this was Darby Allin's best promo of his career?
No, I thought one of the best promos he has was with MJF and the whole, what were they called? Or Pillars? Yeah. This could be second, but that one was number one.
This was good tonight, though. This was good. The match was good. The finishing segment was good. And the touch with Tony Schiavone just gave it an extra sense of realism.
I can't believe we got some Cody chants in there. The people that dragged Cody out of AEW were cheering for Cody. So that's
because they all want to see him finish his story. They're Cody crybabies.
They really messed up, those fans. They lost somebody great.
Rock's got something cooking with Cody crybabies.
This I gotta let you take, because this was pure freaking trash to me. So you take it.
Well, listen, I'm a fan of the Acclaimed. I'm a fan of Jay White. I'm a fan of the Guns. And I think they all need to become what they are, and that's themselves. The Acclaimed need to go back to tag team action without daddy ass. Jay White needs to go back to singles action or Bullet Club. And to me, the Guns. You had the Guns, tag team champs. You had them on a certain trajectory. And you take them from that serious role, and now they're just a clown act.
And they don't even wrestle, right? I haven't seen them wrestle.
Why we're not getting tag match clinics with like the Guns and Flight Club, the Guns, and even why didn't we see the Guns versus Sting and Darby? Sting and Darby over the last 2 months, for them to become number one contenders, guess what? They should have went on a run destroying tag teams every week for like 7 or 8 weeks, to the point where Sting then says, you know what? I don't see any tag teams left. I guess that makes us number one contenders. Then you have your title shot with Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Makes sense. Instead of just giving it all away. The Bucks and them, they gave this match up. They gave it away weeks ago. They basically told us they were going to let Ricky and Big Bill lose so Sting could become tag team champions. Why they do this stupid shit that gives things away? The best part of pro wrestling, Jay, is when the booker can work us. When the booker works you and you don't know what's going to happen and you're wondering and you're guessing, and then when whatever happens, you're actually genuinely shocked or surprised or happy or something. I feel like most of the times the production in AEW is so bland and so predictable that it's hard to watch. That's why I don't watch Rampage, because the Rampage matches are like 99% of the time predictable, every single one of them. You look at the card, you know exactly what's going to happen. And if you follow Dynamite, you know the storylines, and you can say, oh, he's not going to win because he's going to get screwed. That's going to be a straight squash. He's going to get his ass kicked. And, yeah, they're definitely winning that match. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Raw did it this week, too, and SmackDown. All these matches were predictable this week.
And it's going to keep going like that till we get all the contestants in the Elimination Chamber. So...
Yeah, no, Bullet Club is fire, but I'd like to see them come back, not this clown show that
fire,
we're doing right here. Bang, bang.
Scissors,
you know, this is a money grab. It's another money grab for a T-shirt that won't get to your house for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Gil's probably pre-ordered it.
I don't think Gilch has watched AEW in like 2 months.
Damn.
I don't think he's watched AEW since MJF has left.
This is probably why. Look, this match that we've seen a million
and
times.
And Sky Blue versus Willow Nightingale.
Here's what's so odd about it. You know what's so odd about it? That Willow
I only have 2 pictures. That's how you know I didn't care. Go ahead, Jay.
Willow comes out with Stokely, and it's
get
such
to the main
an
event.
odd couple. Like, what the hell? Stokely and Willow? Is she a heel now? Because it's just totally odd. Sky Blue doesn't do nothing for me. I said it a million times. She can't even read a book. That's not a shot. That's just a fact of life. But what am I supposed to see here? And what happened to Julia Hart? She came out for like 2 seconds, and that was it. Where the hell did she go? Or maybe she made a wise choice in leaving this match, because I sure left it. Let's go on to the next, Savage.
Now, the main event kind of shocked me, because I'm looking at the main event, and I'm like, hold up. Is this real right now? And I told this to Gilch earlier. I said, yo, dude, how is this real right now? Main event Dynamite. Orange Cassidy versus Matt Taven. And he said, what? Are you serious? But I'll say this. After the match was said and done, Jay, props to both of them. Now, this wasn't the best main event, but it was a good match. It was a good match.
I can't say that because
Really?
This wasn't a match. This was a death match, and we did not get a death match. So I cannot say this was a good match. No. It was advertised as a death match.
Well, first of all, how does this even qualify to become a Texas death match? They're not. Are they in Texas?
Listen,
are these guys from Texas?
You can be more specific. Swerve and Page did not have a Texas death match. That's not a Texas death match.
This guy wants us to cover the New Japan Cup in March, and he says that's why he watches New Japan because, you know, New Japan's not predictable.
You may need your help on that.
I might have to start watching New Japan. It's on Thursdays, right? It's on 10 o'clock? I think it's at 10 o'clock after Impact or TNA, whatever the hell they're calling that this week.
Hey, they're firing all their people at TNA. They're doing the right thing.
So you really didn't, this match didn't get you at least after a few minutes? Like, it started off terrible for me. But then I was like, okay.
You see, Matt Taven has potential, but here's the problem. He's been booked as a sidekick. When you're booked as a sidekick, especially with a group that's not going nowhere because one is the leader and can't even walk, it's not going to help you, man.
Orange Cassidy looked like he really got busted open, though, bro. That guy was
he's a dumbass. He likes to do stirring spots like Darby. Well, why didn't you put me through a table on the bar?
Taven took – I give Taven a lot of credit. He took this spot very well. Very well. Landed very well. What did you think about the little Valentine's Day presents that they had scattered throughout the arena?
Waste of time. You see how silly you want me to take a death match seriously and have Valentine hearts with tricking thumbtacks and come on.
So you weren't a fan of the thumbtack spots?
No. It didn't look good either way. It looked like Taven was scared of it because he didn't really take it that well. I don't know. You could see that he covered his hands all the way up top. He didn't even fall on it. You see, look at his chest. Look at his chest. He just did a fog splash, and look, he only has 2 on him. I told you, he protected him really well. I think he got more in his hand because he just wanted to stick his hand out. He didn't want to land on it.
Yeah, probably not.
Look, his arm is coming right under his head, so he can wait for the spot.
Yeah, he's trying to take all those in the elbow pad and the gloves.
Yeah, he's not trying to take that. No. You see, I told you, the sidekick. When you book him as a sidekick, this is what you get.
Trent Beretta comes out with a pipe and he's not playing games.
Look at that. Pause that. Right
that shot that he took with the chair, though?
Not this shot. The other shot before.
Yo, he really got nailed in the head with the chair, bro.
the other shot too was unprotected as well. Bingo. Two spots.
There's a difference between this spot and this spot. This spot is hurting way more. Way more.
It's 2 weeks in a row, by the way.
Because this spot, he already has his head on the chair. The guy's banging the chair. It's going to hurt, but not like this. This is having a steel chair thrown at your head, and it was thrown hard. And I don't think he got his hands up in time. I think Tramparetta got messed up tonight. And then this was a nice innovative spot, too. Face front, right in the chair, off the top rope. But then Orange Cassidy comes in to make the move to finish off the match. Ends up hitting a beautiful Superman punch with the steel chain. And you're going to pick up that 1, 2, 3 finally. Get that win. Another win. This guy comes in to try to cause some damage.
Talk about a knee slap. Wow. He was winding up.
And this is how Dynamite will go off there. With Orange Cassidy hugging that title, kissing it, loving it, and bleeding all over it.
I think this should have been the opener, and you close with Moxley and FTR.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. I was kind of shocked when they said this was the main event. I couldn't believe it.
I thought it was a joke, but
yeah, I wasn't taking it serious at all. At all.
Joke.
My God.
Talk about a happy Valentine's gift to the fans here.
Oh, it is Valentine's Day, man. Everybody out there, I hope you all had a happy Valentine's Day. Let me know in the comments in the chat what you guys did today to make Valentine's Day special. How about you, Jay? What did you do for Valentine's Day?
Went to a sushi spot, drank, came back, and here I am. And I'm still drinking.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's. Because you know why? I'm off tomorrow, bitches.
I enjoyed yesterday. Everybody had off yesterday because of the snow.
Oh, yes. I was off as well.
Nice snow day.
Snow day. Work, off. It's working. It's working good. It's working good. What about you, Savage? What do you do for Valentine's?
Valentine's Day, kept it simple. Spent it with the family. We had a beautiful lunch, a beautiful dinner, presents. We did massages on the weekend. So early Valentine's Day present. Okay. That's it. But he's saying we should watch it on New Japan World. It's only $7 and easier to find all the shows.
I got a website. It's free for me all the time.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't endorse any of that.
That
is not the opinions. The opinions of my co-host are not the opinions of Wrestling with Savage or Savage Kingdom Promotions.
I got $7 in my pocket now. I gotta go get New Japan. Like, come on.
Maybe. I had more fun with WWE this week, though. Overall,
I think it's going to be like that for.
Well, yeah, it's WrestleMania season, bro. We're all gonna get excited, but I'm more curious to know what the hell is gonna happen with Elimination Chamber.
And if you follow The Rock on the IG, he already promoted Friday night. I'm pumped.
Oh, he's gonna be there. SmackDown's gonna be on fire, man. You know, there's a lot to talk about.
There's gonna be over
because this story. This story is just getting started between The Rock and Cody Rhodes. The Rock has big plans for Cody Rhodes. I promise you that.
You didn't even do the breaking news.
Yeah, no, we did the breaking news at the beginning of the night. We just didn't play the video.
No, we had Grayson.
Go ahead. What's the breaking news?
Grayson Waller on his IG announced he's going to have Seth Rollins and Cody on the show at the Elimination Chamber.
Sick. Okay.
What's going to happen?
Rock and Roman show up and challenge him to a match.
Don't know. But that would be a great opening because then that could happen.
Grayson Waller made a great post earlier today. He said all these idiots in the WWE universe have been asking for Rock versus Roman for years, and now they finally get it, and they're bitching about it. They're all stupid.
I can see that, but it's not booked properly, man. You can't put The Rock less than 2 months and.
What do you want? If you had ringside tickets to WrestleMania 40,
okay,
what match do you want to see close the show? Cody versus Roman or Rock versus Roman?
I'm going to say Cody versus Roman because there's more story to it. And I think it will be a very, very wild match that will get everybody up on their feet compared to The Rock, who hasn't been doing it for 5, 7, 10 years now. And Roman no offense, no shots, but I think a lot of people will be really invested in Cody and Roman. Even though Cody will lose, I still going on record, but I think a lot of people could get behind that match more than The Rock and Roman. It just hasn't been built properly. And Savage, let's not forget that bloodline tree that came out of nowhere in the kickoff. Like what? I don't even remember like all those names or whatever being mentioned for years. Like, where did all that come from?
Well, that's the real bloodline, though, of people that are alive and born. Not just wrestlers, but daughters, wives, sisters.
You gotta do it from the beginning. I only remember there was 2-3 members. Remember when he fought Jay and there was like 2 members that came out from the bloodline?
A lot of people have been very busy, man, having babies, making bigger families.
Having babies? They're free agents, for God's sakes. It's all over the news, man.
I think they just showed that bloodline picture to really get people talking and to tease the possibility of them bringing over multiple new people from the Samoan dynasty. And whether they do or don't, to me, if you don't do it, if you don't bring all these different family members over the next couple of weeks to be involved, you're wasting a big opportunity.
It looked like you're giving a case basically for your Rock and Roman match. It sounds like it. Would you rather see that?
I would 100% rather see that. Yes.
Okay.
The reason I'd rather see that is because guess what? Cody already gave The Rock the match. Am I wrong? Did Cody not give up the match on Raw?
Still never got an explanation.
Why he went back and forth, right?
I bet you we will never get an explanation. I bet you they're going to skip it like we're dumb.
Yes. To me, it makes Cody look stupid to come out, say those words, give the match to The Rock, and then leave the ring. He left the ring only to come back at the press conference and cry about it. It literally makes The Rock's words, Cody crybabies. Yeah, because Cody's a crybaby.
I truly feel the fans really did change this main event. I truly feel it with the bottom of my heart.
Oh, the fans, they swayed the new board of directors. You know, The Rock probably got a lot of heat from the rest of the board saying, you know what, we said cool, go have your match with Roman, but look at the way the fans are reacting. We can't have this. We can't have this with what's going on with Vince McMahon. We can't upset these guys anymore. We got to make them happy.
Where's WrestleMania again?
Philadelphia.
Oh. Known for what? The rowdiest crowd they ever have over there? Oof.
Well, I don't know. I still think New York is a rowdier crowd than Philly.
Savage. We would see if Rock and Roman go on, it'll be the same as Lesnar and Goldberg in WrestleMania 20.
See, if it happens now, yes, because they went back and they went forth. But wouldn't it be incredible if they found some way somehow to just keep changing the main event of WrestleMania like every other week? To the point where like you people just don't know what the hell the main event's going to be anymore, and then it's a surprise. Something happens with it, like we'll find out at Mania. We'll see what's going to happen at Mania, and then maybe what happens is Cody has the match with like. Listen to this scenario. The final say is that Cody has the match with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns comes out, right? Let's say he comes out first, just for shits and giggles. Cody's coming out. As he's coming out, he's attacked by like the entire Samoan dynasty, whoever's available. They beat the hell out of him, leaving him lying in a pile of blood. All of a sudden you hear The Rock's music. The Rock comes down the ramp and just takes his spot at WrestleMania live during WrestleMania. But then 15 minutes later, Cody gets up and gets in the ring. They have to maybe end it because of disqualification. Triple H comes out and says, no, this match is now a triple threat. Match continues. Now it's a triple threat. That would be an insane scenario. And if Cody actually won like that, he's God mode automatic.
Okay, how about this? Grayson Waller's show, Australia. Opens the show.
Let's hear this.
Opens the show. Boom. Cody, Seth come out. Rock, Roman. They get into verbal altercation back and forth, back and forth. Triple H music hits. He comes out. He's saying, if you guys want each other so bad, Cody, Rock, you will fight tonight. Main event, Australia. Over 70,000 people, Elimination Chamber. Now, go to WrestleMania. Cody and Roman. Cody has Seth on his side. Roman has Rock on his side. Rock interferes in the match to hit Cody. Seth comes, beats up the Rock, gets Rock out of the ring. As soon as Cody's ready to hit, ready for the pin, we get the backstab by Seth. Boom. Roman pins Cody. 1, 2, 3. We get another program, Seth and Cody. Then we finally get Roman, Cody. Cody dethrones Roman, MSG, where his father won the title and also got it taken away.
Not a bad take. Any of these scenarios could happen, but the one I think that's more than likely to happen is Roman Reigns doesn't lose at WrestleMania this year. Roman Reigns doesn't lose at WrestleMania next year, and people are just going to have to deal with it.
He'll be on Hollywood after he loses.
He can't lose. He has to beat Bruno.
Wait, can he even act? Listen, I don't want to take a shot, but I did saw Hobbs and Shaw. And he wasn't really good.
Didn't he just do like the dance? The little, not the dance, the
That's what he
chant?
did.
Yeah.
It's like, well, bro, you gonna talk, bro?
Well, every time I see Aquaman, I mean, he looks just like Roman Reigns, this guy.
I think he danced too. That was about it.
Maybe. This coming week is going to close with SmackDown. We will be watching it because it's going to be crazy. You should too. Another weekend of professional wrestling, and we're coming back to you next week. Also, by the way, Jay, next Tuesday. How would you feel about doing the I don't know, man. Shit, I'm not going to be home for next Tuesday.
Whoa!
I'm going to be in the Poconos.
Well, look at you, Mr. Valentine.
unless we just go live from the Poconos.
Hey, whatever. I'll be here, so you know where I'm at every Tuesday.
I'll try to put together a show for next Tuesday when everybody's sleeping. We'll get by the fireplace. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Worst case, if I don't have slides and all the usual shit, we'll just get on. We'll just talk about Raw. I'll watch. I'll make sure to watch Raw. We'll figure it out. But more importantly, next week on the 23rd, Savage with Spencer Slade in action at Arrival, and it's going to be sick. Make sure you're either there or watching on Triller. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm Savage. That's Jay. And this is Wrestling with Savage. We'll see you next week.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.